There's a lot going on. You know,
you can just say and spell your first and last name and then go from there.
Okay, I'm Kenny Lee, the Vice President of Ride of Tears, and today we're holding a press conference because there is a lot going on, you know, especially with the child that just got killed, you know, on the 4th of July. You know, the fact that, you know, we ride because anytime a child is killed due to gun violence, and I was telling Ms. Mayor, I'm up to my heads. We're constantly riding. It's like the more we ride, the more they're constantly committing all these crimes. You know, my message to the public today is just to stop. Stop the killing. Put the guns down. Enough is enough. You are killing the innocent babies for no reasons, you know, and it's sad. But also I wanted to let the police director know that she is not alone. You know, you have an organization that is here that is going to stand for her and stand with her, because the only way we can stop crime is we have got to come together, you know, as one and do it together, because you cannot do it by yourself. And like they said, take a village to raise a child. Well, it's going to take a village to turn this community all the way back around. And it needs to stop today. At this point, I'm going to introduce our president of the Ride of Tears, Ms. Mary Trice.
Hello, my name is Mary Trice, M-A-R-Y-T-R-I-C-E, CEO and founder of the Ride of Tears. Well, you're right, the crime is very bad out here. It's terrible. Memphis, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're supposed to be stepping up. We got to save our children. That's why we came up with the brand new idea. The new children's hearse. The new children's hearse. I'm wearing the shirt now, because if you're going to do this and keep putting them in these cars, then what are we going to do now when we put the new car out next week? What are you going to do to prevent your baby from riding their last ride? Now, this is to all the parents, the preachers, the sisters, the brothers, the teachers. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. God said in order for us to get things taken care of, we got to start with seeing is believing. You don't believe that it's a children's hearse because you see MJ Ford and Snowden and Harrison? Well, I'm here to tell you today, it is a 2021 children's hearse, and it's coming out next week. It's already here. It will be out next week. Now, the question, it's the only question God wants to ask everybody. What are you going to do to prevent your baby from riding that ride? How you going to save your baby than to bury your baby? That means the community going to have to come together. That means the neighbor's gonna have to get to know the neighbor. The preacher gonna have to know who's out in the audience, and not just all like some of them. We got to come together as a unit. City councils gotta come out. The mayor gotta come out. The police gotta come out. All of us gotta come out together. Each one of us got to hold hands together to see what we can do. But guess what? This ain't just their fight. This fight is about the black-on-black crime. They're not killing us. The only time you want to get mad is when the police kill me. But what about when Poo-Poo killed me? What about when Lil John killed me? What about Sandra or Sally? You don't get mad. You don't get mad when they kill us. We should be mad every single day. What are we going to do to stop this crime in the city of Memphis? I don't know what y'all going to do, but the Ride of Tears, we're going to ride you. MJ Ford may dress you, but the Ride of Tears, we're going to ride you. You're going to get tired of seeing this car, because guess what? We asking for more cars. We asking people to donate to the Ride of Tears, because we need, in our city, we need about 10 cars. We need a car in North Memphis, South Memphis, East Memphis, Frazier, not Bartlett, because if you go to Bartlett, you're going to get caught. So let's go back to the other ones. Binghamton. We need help in all these communities. Just like Bartlett has a police department, just like Collierville got their own. Well, what about Whitehaven? Why we can't have our own? Why come South Memphis over there, Tate Street, Miss Betty can't have our own? We got to wait on the police to get there. Well, if we had an inner police department within our community like everybody else, they would be there. They would save our life. But then when you go to looking at, you taking the police out of our communities, and you putting new people in our community that don't know us, they're not trying to save us. You can't save me if you don't know me. But the community police that you had in my community could save my life, because he knew me by name. Now you putting people in our community that don't know nothing about us. They're going to go home at the end of the night. They're going to cross the bridge or go to Mississippi or Arkansas, but we're still dealing with the problem here. That's not their problem. Because guess what? They don't live in the city of Memphis.
When are you going to do? You're going to do the Ride of Tears next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is the Ride of Tears.
Where?
We will line up at the Liberty Bowl at 3 o'clock. We would take off at 3:30. We got some riding we got to do, and we're gonna pray to God. They're gonna have that car ready. That's why we've been waiting to ride that car. We don't want you to see the big car no more. We now want you to see the little car.
And ma'am, will this be the first time that you're using the children's hearse? This will be the first time.
This will be the first time we ever brought it out. It will be the first ride, and we was trying our best to get it ready for the 7-year-old, and our prayers go out. And I heard that we had another occasion last night that happened to a baby. We don't know if they made it or not, but we're going to be praying for that family. But we're going to be taking up money for that 7-year-old. We need some money to help that mother bury that baby. It costs $2,800 to bury a baby for the ground. That mother didn't have insurance, and I know she didn't, because a lot of parents don't have insurance on their babies at a young age. We got the help, and it come with everybody in here. If you don't see nothing, then help pay for something.
What message do you hope people seeing the ride next Wednesday? What do you hope what do you hope people will take from that?
You know what I hope they say? I don't want my baby to ride their last ride. I can't see myself putting my baby in there with the last haircut, last shoes, last underwear, last panties, last. No more come home. The last thing my baby said to me was that they love me, my baby ain't coming back. See, people don't understand, they go home. But what do that mother do? It's a hard thing. It's hard, tragic. But have any of us ever wore their shoes? We wouldn't know if we didn't wear their shoes, but I wore their shoes. That's why I know. That's why I ride. That's why I ride. That's why the Ride of Tears came about. Because 30 years ago, 4th of July, I had a first-degree murder charge. Nobody even know that because I'm originally from Little Rock, Arkansas. But on that first-degree murder charge, my son had to ride his daddy to the grave and his mother to the penitentiary. That's why I get out here and tell these young men, you don't want to go. You think jail is okay. Jail is not okay. Jail is poison. It would take your livelihood from you as well as any and everything else. But they have to realize that when you do a crime, ain't nothing mama can do then. It ain't nothing we can do. We can't do nothing but do that time with you. Get them phones out of that penitentiary. Don't you know it's a lot of hits come from the penitentiary on the phone? No, you wouldn't know because we made those codes up when we were young. And you may think that we say, go down the street and tell somebody to do something. No, we told you to go down the street and hit that house. But see, you talking about they paying attention to the calls? You can't be paying attention to the calls because when someone get killed in this city, how come the next day we got a retaliation? Because it's all about that telephone. See, we used to write a letter. Ain't no more letters. You want the phone because you want some money. No, we don't need the money. We need to be saving our kids. But all these hits, they come from parents. Them hits come from parents. You old people, you doing stuff, you taking, and they come back and they hit your family. They don't want to hit you. They want you to see and suffer. They want to hit somebody in your family, and that's what they do. So when they hit that baby, now how you feel? How do a person feel when you knew that that hit was for you? So people need to stop targeting their children, their family. When you do wrong and you got money from people and you owe them, pay them people and don't let people know where you live. Because those people are coming to just kill, steal, and destroy. And they're going to shut us down. But if we keep on with all this shooting and killing, ain't going to be no more black. Because blacks are killing blacks. That's all it is. And right now, kids are killing kids. Because we set up and bought a BB gun and a water gun and a child think that a trigger is something to play with. So if you've been playing with a water gun and you triggering that thing and you see your daddy gun sitting right there, you pick that gun up, what are you going to do? You're going to pull that trigger. And that's how they keep dying.
How upsetting is it that 13-year-old, thankfully he's going to be okay, but we have the 7-year-old. Levonner's concerned we're going to break a record for children being treated with guns.
We are.
We're getting innocent kids that are just outside and they're just getting shot. I mean, just broadly, how upsetting is this bad?
4th of July was the worst day of my life. I've never celebrated 4th of July. When they lost that baby that killed me on the 4th of July, and then I buried my niece on the 4th of July. 4th of July is not a good day. Memphis, stand up. Parents, get out there and find your kids. These kids out here on these bad drugs and everything else. We have got to save our children, and the only way we're going to save them, we got to join hands together. We got to get on these streets, and honey, we got to hold hands, and we got to get to praying, and we got to go in those drug and trap houses and get our kids. Right. Because guess what? The gang don't love you more than God. And for the people that don't want to take care of your children, the message is real. God said he sent that car for a reason. Don't let God love your children more than you. Because the car was made for St. Jude and Labonna for children that passed away. That's what the car was made for. Because we do not want our babies not to be seen when they pass. The MJ Ford cars are too big, so that's why we came up with that. But look at what's going on in our community. So God said you have to use it that way too. So anything that's going on right now, the Ride Tears, we so ready to ride, we need 3, 4, 5, 10 cars so we can set a car everywhere so the message will get to you. Put your gun down because you may shoot your own kid. That's real.
The work that you do, part of it must be discouraging because this continues to happen. Do you ever just feel like giving up?
I do. But God said you can't. He said, I didn't give up on y'all. I wake you up every single day. You think you wake yourself up? Mary, you didn't pay attention to the pandemic? You didn't see how I shut the whole world down? Pay attention to my signs. I'm tired. Seeing is believing, Mary. They got to see the car. Hurry up and get the car done. Once they see the car and they ride behind that car going to bother them. That car is going to bother y'all. For y'all to come out, and if you got a baby and you look at that car and you looking at your baby, you saying to yourself right now, how am I going to prevent myself from my baby riding in that car? Because that car there, I don't want my baby in there, and I got 3 grandbabies. I repeat, I do not want to ride my own grandbabies in my own ride-a-chair car. We don't want to ride none of our families, so please put the guns down. Please, parents, go get your kids. Go get your kids and start paying more attention. Be a better parent, and if you need help, call the Ride-a-Tears. I love helping get kids in order. Baby, believe me, they love me. The kids love me, and they will obey. But we gotta get some power and knowledge going on. God said this is wrong. It's wrong. Every day you taking a child, God is angry. God got his own business that he gonna do taking the children because they're sick. They're sickly babies. That's what God do. But when you pulling a gun and a trigger and all this to hurt my babies with them bullets, where you keep getting all them bullets from? They should have a certain amount of bullets you can only buy. We shouldn't even have any bullets because we're killing. And the governor, you wanted this. This is what you wanted. You wanted us to die. You wanted us to kill because I'm not prejudiced at all, and you guys know that. But how many white children have gotten killed this year? How many Mexican kids got killed this year? Now how many black kids got killed this year? And if you ain't got no answer for that, this is real. How many more y'all gonna kill? How many y'all gonna keep killing us?
You know, the question was asked, every night, do you know where your child are?
Yeah.
My thing is, do you really pay attention when they ask you, do you really know where your child are? Most of them don't. So they take that question as though it's nothing. But the reality of it is you need to get to know where your child is. Because guess what? When they go out that house, that may be their last time, and they may not return back.
Right.
The next time you know, they'll be at a funeral home. So the question again asks, do you really know where your child are?
What impact do you think laws like permitless carry? There was a law in 2014 that allows people to put guns in their cars without a permit. What impact do you think those laws
Terrible,
are having?
terrible. When you said that we can have guns without a permit, that was like telling the felons like myself that I can go get a gun and I can just do what I want to do with that gun. That's what that was telling me. So if you can just give a felon a gun and I already been down for 1st-degree murder or 2nd-degree murder, and you just gonna let me just go buy a gun, then you don't care nothing about your city. You can't care anything about this city. But then remember, they're not dying. White people are not dying. Black people are not. All the black people, it's the crime is so high. If you look at it right now, I think we're sitting at 20-some, 30-some children almost, and every child on there is black. That's sad. So, Governor, the Ride-a-Tears would like to say thank you. Thank you for killing my kids. Because that's what we're doing. Long as we can ride around here and we ain't got to have no permit. When you going to do a gun check? You ain't got to do now. Now anybody can have a gun.
Right.
That's not right. A felon shouldn't have a gun at all. A felon need to be a felon and get your life together and straighten up.
Right.
But you got more young men that's been to 201 Poplar 300 times, and they get in and out, like jail is a joke.
Right.
See, they think 201 Poplar is a joke, but I'm going to tell you what ain't no joke. That penitentiary ain't no joke. See, ain't no getting out. Ain't no bond. Ain't no mama come get me. Mama come save me. That's not working at the penitentiary. That's working at 201 Poplar. It's a joke. It's not a joke anymore. It ain't been no joke. If you ain't never buried your baby or niece or nephew, cousin or somebody that's little, that's something you don't want to do. I done buried several. And like I tell the mayor, the governors and everybody, I don't see y'all holding these mothers